Well, I got a chance to sneak off for a day and headed out here to Nevada. This is a spot an old friend of mine brought me to years ago. First time I hunted this place, I was using a Compass Yukon 77B as a metal detector. So that's been 35 years ago. Okay, my experience out here is limited to this one area. This is the only place I've really done any metal detecting for gold in Nevada. You know, I'm a believer in the theory, no sense leaving gold to find gold. The gold I find out here is actually fairly small. I've never found anything over half pennyweight size, but I've always found something, so I keep coming back whenever I get the chance. Now when I'm working the area here, what I do is I take and grid off an area, and I don't know, about 3-foot squares, and then I work that square very carefully. I cover every inch of it, and when I'm convinced there's absolutely nothing in that, then I move over to the next one. And I find that's a lot more efficient than just wandering about trying to find something. You get a little more systematic, and I try to keep track of areas I've been before so I don't go over the same area. And grant you, my notes aren't the best. I'm trying to figure out what I was talking about last year. Well, according to my notes, right in here is where I left off last time I was out here. So I'm going to grid me an area right here and see if we can locate anything. So let's get to looking. And when I do my gridding, I just make a minimal line. Just have a base of one here. And then off that 90 degrees, I go about every 3 feet, put a little hash mark, and then head back up to the start and run another baseline. And the bushes and all that, I just include them right in there, because I find people, they don't like to work in the brush, so I find usually a better spot to look for gold. Okay. Okay, well today I'm going to be using my White's TDI. The machine you use, I don't think makes a whole lot of difference as long as you stay with a major brand, with a machine that's designed to find gold. What's going to make the difference is learning how to run your machine. I can't emphasize it enough. Learn the machine inside out. Experiment with it at home, bury items at home, change the adjustments, read the manual. I mean, everything you can, because let's face it, the machines are not cheap. So if you're going to spend the money on the machine, take the time and learn how to run it. And you learn how to run your machine to its capability, you will find gold. The most people I encounter that can't find gold, all they've done is put their machine on preset and went out and, you know, they say the machine's no good because they're not finding anything. The machines are good. Just learn to run them. Like I said, I can't emphasize it enough. Okay, well, now I'm gonna go ahead and get off my soapbox, and we're gonna see if we can find some gold. Now, when I'm detecting, you want to take your time. I go over the gridded area one direction and make sure I go no more than half a loop each time I move forward. As you go down, your area that you're detecting gets smaller, so you want to keep that down to a minimal. And then once I go over the area that way, I'll turn 90 degrees and go over it again. And I just keep doing that till I get a signal or I finish that grid. Now you can tell by the sound of the target. I got an iron target there. Even though it's an iron target, I dig them anyway. I dig every single target when I'm nugget hunting. If nothing else, you need to get it out of there because there could be a nugget laying right next to it. So let's grab our rake and get that out of there. Okay, let's narrow our target down a little bit. Move some of this gravel back. That's right down on the surface. Oh, there we go. Piece of wire. Okay. Okay. Let's start it right there. Well, whatever it is, we moved it. A good old 22 casing. Okay, keep moving on. Sounds like we got another 22 casing. Yep. Another 22 casing. Okay. Not getting much gold, but I'm getting quite a collection of brass. That target sounds a little better. Yep, we got us a little piece of gold. Actually, that's a fairly decent piece for here. Get over here by the camera. If you can see it or not. Alright. I'll put that one in the jar. Alright. First piece of gold. Okay, well, we've been working here for a couple hours now, and we're killing the 22 casings, but not finding any more gold. So I'm going to pack up, and we're going to head down around the corner and try down by the gully there and see if we can turn up something down there. Okay, we got us a target here. Pretty small though. I think that might be it right there. Yep, that's it. And we have us a little tiny nugget here. Now the gold here is covered with some kind of a deposit. You got to kind of beat it up. Let me get up closer to the camera here, see if it'll focus on this. You can see there's a little piece of gold there. We're gonna stick this one in the pack. Okay, now we've covered that grid completely, and we have no targets in it, so we'll just move over to the next grid and do the same thing again. Okay, I've got a small target here. Let me move this mic over to where you can hear the target too. Okay, it's not a real big target, but out here, usually if it's a target, it's a 22 bullet or it's gold. So let's take a look and see if we can find it. Now what I do is I just pull back the surface in the area and then check it. Not in there. Still got a target. And each time you cover a little more ground. Okay, we've got it out of the hole. Well, I had it. Okay, we got it in our hand. Just keep working it down. Okay. Okay. That looks like it right there. Not very big, but it's a little piece. Let me get this up by the camera. If you can see that. I can't hardly make out whether or not the camera is filming it or not, but it looks like a little rough piece. Now the gold here is kind of hard to tell. You got to go just by the detector, because when you get it home, you got to bust it up, and whatever this is covering it, you got to break it off. But it's another little piece of gold there, so we'll put that in the bag and look for some more. It's been quite a while since we've got even the slightest little beep. Starting to get kind of warm out here too. I'm going to go down here, take a look alongside this gully, on the banks of the gully for a little bit, and we'll give that a go and see if we can turn up anything. When you're detecting, don't be afraid to drag your loop on the ground. Don't bang it on the ground, but don't be afraid to drag it on the ground. But make sure you got a loop cover on there so you don't wear your loop out. Loop covers are pretty cheap, and they'll take all the wear and tear. Because dragging over the rocks will wear a hole in the loop pretty quick, and once you wear a hole in that loop is junk. Okay, not getting much here. Now, on this target, you'll notice I'm going to explain it and then I'll go back over it again. But if you'll listen to the target, it's not a very sharp target, which leads me to believe this is just a piece of junk. Let me situate this mic and I'll go over that target again. See, if you notice, it sounds like the target covers a large area, where a nugget has a very distinct sharpness to the tone. So let's dig this up, see if we can find what it is. Okay, we're getting close. Yep, we dug it up. Okay, we got it in our hand. Yep, it's a piece of wire. It's been down there for, looks like, quite a while. All right, ready to haul up and let's keep looking. You want to make sure you bury your hole for two reasons. Number one, you don't want to leave a bunch of holes so the place looks terrible. Number two, you don't want to let everybody know where you're looking. Somebody sees a whole bunch of holes dug, they'll think there's something there to look for. Okay, well, it's getting a little too warm for this old boy out here, so I'm calling it a day. We are going home with pieces of gold. What I'll do is when I get home, get them cleaned up, I'll stick a picture of them in the video so you can see what we ended up with. Now, even if you're not into metal detecting and you know, you got no reason to go out in the desert and look for nuggets, I would strongly suggest a trip to the desert in the early spring just for the sheer beauty of it. This place is fantastic this time of year. The flowers are blooming, the weather's beautiful, there's wildlife everywhere. I mean, it just to come out and spend a day out here, you'll be amazed. It's well worth the trip. Well, it took almost a week after I got home to get that gold cleaned up, but I finally got it cleaned up and turned out to be real pretty stuff. Not real big, but it's still nice looking gold. So see if I can get a close-up shot here of it. We've got 3 pieces all cleaned up here. This one here is the first one we found. Then the one over here is that little coarse one. They cleaned up pretty nice after getting a little acid bath, but total weight was just right under half penny weight, so not bad. I've had worse days. So now, if you enjoyed the video, metal detecting, mining, just outdoor fun stuff to do, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way next time I go out, make another video, you'll know about it. Till then, you have a wonderful day. I just got buzzed by a hummingbird.